Not a question, but a statement. I'm going to talk about not glamorous, but good food ideas. And I'll be back in a minute. Hey, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. I want to let you know that I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for being here. Going to talk today, going to jump right into it, about not glamorous, but good food. You know, sometimes you're just not going to eat that five-star restaurant food, which is probably most of the time for the real world. Just saying, just saying. And most of us are grateful to have any food on our table. Am I right or am I right? So let's jump right into it. Some of these items are strictly from your pantry. So this is good. Another reason why to stockpile, take a walk into your extended pantry just in case you need something, right? So these pantry items are really, really good to have because they are truly workable, like canned boneless chicken or canned tuna. Or if you like salmon, you could easily add eggs, flour, seasoning, breadcrumbs, put it together, slap it together, make patties, fry them up the way you like them. You don't need a lot of oil, and this is a big mistake that many people make because oil can be expensive and it's a lot of calories and a lot of mess. I'm telling you, 1 to 2 turns of the pan, or if you're happy with the non-stick spray, you could do it that way as well. Give it a whirl and see and find out, reduce the amount of oil that you use because it runs up. But a little bit, that little bit of fatty, oily taste, a little bit of it, not a lot, gives it like a satisfying to the hunger feel. So I do recommend that. Okay. Pantry items such as peanut butter, you can always make peanut butter cookies. Some people make breads and muffins and stuff like that. They're very creative. God love them. God bless them. But you could even do, now, if you're watching your weight and you're watching your carbs, you could take peanut butter, work it in with an egg, a little bit of that Splenda type product, cinnamon, and then you just, follow whatever the ratios are or eyeball it and bake them up. I think it's like 9 minutes maybe. And you got yourself sort of a cookie. But peanut butter cookies are a very inexpensive route to go. If you're looking for a little bit of sweet, sugar cookies are a very inexpensive route to go, and you could whip those up. That's why it's important to keep certain ingredients in your pantry. There you go, there you go. Basic things like banana bread. I don't know about you, but I love a good quality banana bread. When I say banana bread, I really love the ones that has, the walnuts in it, this and that. So if you buy bananas and you happen to have not eaten them fast enough in a timely manner, please don't discard them, whatever you do. And by the way, bananas free. So what you can do with the bananas that you didn't use up, they have ripened, they're nice and sweet. You can whip up a banana bread. You could take it a slice at a time every day for breakfast if you want, an easy breakfast on the go, a quick snack when you come back, or kids after school. Banana bread is good. It's healthy. Why not? Give it a whirl. If you've never tried it, and it's very easy to make. Tons of recipes all over the place. You can get it. I can look for a video and, show you a video. I have one that I've done actually with pancake mix. I could even put that in the description box below if I want. Rice patties or veggie patties, I discussed that on a recent video for those that have missed. This is a great route to go when you are trying to avoid the purchase of too much red meat for whatever the reason, whether it's for health reasons, you don't want to have too much red meat, or you don't care for red meat, or the price. So if you want to supplement your meat use, if you will, and stretch it out better, rice patties are a way to go, or other vegetables, and you could easily do that. Pea soup. I think I'm going to make a pea soup over the weekend coming up, and if I do, I'll film a video about it. I've been craving it on and off. Pea soup is really, really good with toasted croutons on top. Yum. But if you don't have the croutons, but you make the pea soup, you could easily just have, toast up some bread on the side. That's a totally fine thing to do. And going back to banana bread for a minute, sometimes you might want to slice of banana bread with a cup of tomato soup, and that's a complete meal. You got your bananas, you got your little bit of protein from the walnuts, you have your little bit of tomato soup, which is very, very high of certain vitamins. And I deep dive into that, the benefits of tomato soup, the canned one. Have a very easy night's dinner. Make that banana bread in advance, slice up a piece, heat up the tomato soup. You are good to go. I love easy, don't you? Next, pasta, rice, peas, beans. These are tried and true staples for meals. Grandma and grandpa were right. These are things that people kept in their home. They stayed long enough. They stretched long enough. And take your pick. If you're a pasta lover, work with pasta. If you prefer rice, you work with rice. Peas and beans. Make soups, make stews. Make little burgers out of it. A lot of people say they eat black bean burgers. I have personally not tried a black bean burger, but I do hear that they're very yummy. So, hey, go with it. If this is something you like and you might have forgotten about, sometimes we forget about certain recipes that have sustained us in the past, or our families or our parents used to make, whatever. Look back. If there was ever a time that your mom and dad had to stretch out a recipe for whatever the reason, stretch out from paycheck to paycheck type thing, look back, see, hey, what did mom and dad do? And did I like it? Whatever. And 9 out of 10, you probably did. One of my favorite things that my mom and dad used to do, we used to like to have lentils with pasta. This usually in the springtime. I remember them making that, and but they would do it. There's 2 ways to do it. There's the longer version, but I do the shortcut version, and I use a can of Progresso ready prepared lentil soup. I add an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce to that. And basically, I just let that simmer. You could add, if you rather, 2 cans of tomato sauce. 1 to me is enough, but that's me. And then just simply let it simmer. And what I do is just pour that over small shells. So lentils and pasta, or if you prefer lentils over the lentil sauce I just taught you how to make just now, the recipe, put it over rice. You can put over small pasta, like the small shells, or rice, or elbow pasta, because I understand elbow stretch more. And actually, Lynn Wilson mentioned that the elbow macaroni stretch more. She's right. They really, really do. They really go far. That's a reminder to me. Elbow pasta salad. Pasta salads. What a great way to stretch your wallet. So if you're finding yourself winding down to your next paycheck, make a big batch of the elbow pasta to go with whatever you have. You could turn it one night into elbows and cheese, one night elbow macaroni salad. Either way, no matter what, it will stretch. That is the truth. Let me see. We're going to talk about oats. You could get real oats to make whatever you like to with oats, which is always a good thing. Now, if you're going to buy, kids cereal, that the ready-made one in the box, try to get the lowest sugar one possible. I do get it. Busy moms and dads, time constraints. What's easier? Or the child himself likes to pour themselves a bowl of cereal, add some milk, and they're ready to go. I mean, try to get the lowest sugar one possible. So you can do that, and many times those go on sale. Just have to look around and do it. We can really do this thing. We can really stretch our budgets if we take the time. Also, never forget to be kitchen creative. Keep an open mind. Try new foods that you have in smaller quantities to see if you like it. Test it on your family to see if they like it. Don't make a huge batch of something that nobody likes. Try it the first time around on a smaller scale. This is my suggestion. There you go. You may be happily surprised that all of you like it. Then in the future, you go on to the bigger scale. Just saying. And don't forget about homemade rice puddings. And actually, there is such a thing as pasta pudding, macaroni pudding too. Just saying. There you go. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings tips and tricks. Here's an outro, and I'll give you a wave. That's if I can find it. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Save some money. Bye-bye.